Hey guys, it's Jose from Howard Forums again. Um, and I was actually really bored today since you guys know CS has been going on a couple of days, and there's really nothing on in CS. But I did get one thing exciting. Got a Nokia N82 after hearing a bunch of people put in their reviews. There's been a lot of mixed reviews about this device. Some people, like Stefan from Into Mobile, says they love it. Another person, like Steve Litchfield from All About Symbian, he doesn't like it. So there's kind of a mixed bag on whether you love or hate this device. And I've had it for about 24 hours, so I said since I'm not doing anything today, might as well post a YouTube video about my opinions. So here we go. Alright, so here we are with the N82. Alright, so let me just walk around the phone. You have the light sensor, video camera for European 3G, video calling, all that stuff. You got the earpiece, 2.4-inch QVGA screen, Tonkin N key, soft keys, Symbian and clear key, Avi key, and the 4-way D-pad. Right here you have your 12 key. It's like a rice grain type key, similar to Sony Ericsson. A lot of people said they didn't like this. I kind of liked it, so that's that. I've been used to Sony Ericsson, so I really didn't have a problem. On the bottom, you have a mic, speaker, shutter for the camera, gallery key. I still don't know why they put that in there. It's they could put something else, like a shortcut to the music key. That'd be pretty nice. Volume rockers up and down, and another speaker. Got the power button and 3.5mm jack, which I like that position where it's at. You have the micro SD card slot, the micro USB, and the charging port. In the back, you have the camera module. This nice pearly white grayish camera module with the slider. Slides really nice, spring loaded, and the xenon flash. That's the real big thing about this phone. And xenon flash is pretty bright. Okay, so pretty much my rant about this phone. It's pretty good. From coming from the N95 3, the US version, it's pretty fast. I saw some of the prototypes, they had the Navi wheel. This one doesn't have it. And this has auto rotation too. I just took it off because I thought it was kind of annoying. A lot of people like it. It's pretty good in the gallery though, but sometimes you can't have everything. What else did I like about this phone? Yeah, obviously there's the Avi key, and it's all well and good. Whatever, you'll love it or you hate it. It's just not complete right now. One thing I did like about this phone. What else did I like about it? The stereo jack on the N95 3, which I'm actually recording on. Maybe I wasn't looking at. The stereo jack on the N95 3 was a whole lot. It had some static on it. When you put your headphones in, you would hear some kind of a hiss. But this one, you don't. So that's pretty good. The screen it's smaller than the N95 3, but it's still bright and colorful. And I like that it's all flush to the surface, so it's easy to wipe. What else? It's a bar phone, so it slips easily in the pocket. Just put it in your pocket, you're good to go. Whenever I put my N95 in my pocket, it would just slide all over the place. Give you a little comparison. That's the N95. That's the communicator, and a little more of a comparison compared to the tablet, the N800. And slide wise, it's about as tall as a tablet, so pretty cool. And tablets, it's a pretty small phone too. So if you hold them up like this, it's definitely thicker than the tablet, but it's not that bad. It actually feels pretty light. It's light. It doesn't feel that big. It feels like a regular phone. What else can I say about this phone? I like the music. Oh, one of the things that I found at the music player, the previous phones, it was just a straight music player. With this one, you can actually go in there and edit the ID3 tag information, and that's really really great. I didn't see any other phone do that. Um, so the keypad was fine for me. This kind of takes getting used to because everything's so flush right here. And the keypad, of course, the talking end keys, since they're all the way to the side, they kind of get taken used to. What else? This D-pad, it's this is one button. It's like all a button that rocks all over the place. I wasn't a big fan of that because I like, sometimes holding the phone with two hands and having a thumb on each side. But that, once if I press down this and then I press this one, it would actually click the center button. So I got a lot of mistaken key presses and everything. But after a while, you get used to it. Obviously the screen's smaller. The backlighting is really low. When it's dark, it's fine, but like when you're outside in the sun, you have to get used to where this is because sometimes you find yourself pressing this little gap right here, and you're like, well, I'm not pressing a button. So that's another little thing I have against this device. All in all, though, it's been pretty good. The camera's great. It starts instantaneously. It's like freaking fast. Like boom, there you go. And with the N95 3, I know a lot of N95 8GB users, like their camera was really fast. But this, like, coming from an N95 3 and an E90 whose camera took like 5 minutes to turn on, this one turns on in like 2 seconds. That's pretty good. I like it. The shutter speed's faster, so I can take a picture, take my hand off, and it's still pretty great. Press the N key. I didn't like it right there. Another thing I didn't like is that I noticed the music player was kind of slow. I don't know if that's just a firmware issue, but on my music player, I reflashed it when I first got it because it was getting a bug when I was getting on the browser. It was like rebooting itself and doing all this stuff. So I reflashed it. It's not doing that anymore. But now the music player's slow. And it's still been slow, so I don't know if that's probably just how the software is. But the N95 3 was a whole lot faster. Yeah, so I'm not going to take the battery off of that. It's a pretty good device. It does take some getting used to, especially if you've come from a phone with big buttons. Not everyone will like, obviously, the rice grain keypad, the little tiny keypad. The spacing's good enough though. So, and I came from Walkman phones, so I've come from the W810i, from the K850, and I'm so used to these little cramped keyboards. It's just secondary to me. That's pretty much it. I can't really think about anything else. But it's a really solid device, and I like it as a music player because it didn't have that hiss. Except the music player's a little slow. No US 3G. If you live in Europe, you live in Europe. So, but if you live in the US, if you have T-Mobile, it's fine. If you have AT&T, it's fine too. But sometimes you'll want to get on 3G. I use my N95 3 with 3G, well, without 3G mostly, so I could kind of get used to this. What else? And there you go. That's pretty much it. Let me see if I missed anything. If I had any other complaints about this phone. Oh, you see it kind of froze up on me now though. This thing doesn't want to work. No, and another thing I failed to mention is the keys are kind of stiff when you first use them, but after a while they start loosening up. And I think that was it. Now it kind of came back. Yeah, but as you can see, it's really glossy. And the gallery, it takes a little while to load, but it's really fast once you start going through it. So I think I don't have anything else left. messy. It takes a while. And there you go. You can just slide through all this stuff. Just exit. And engage is fine. Everything is good. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and I didn't do an unboxing video because there's a ton of them out there. So I'm pretty sure you all know what's in the box. Other than that, it's a pretty good device. If you're with T-Mobile, I'd go with it. If you're with AT&T, it really depends how much you use the internet. 3G is good and everything, but it kind of kills the battery life on the Dash 3. So, I mean, if you use it as a modem, I'd get the N95 3. If you don't, then I'd get the N82.